All right, live from STS Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm BT, and I got my co-host with the most, RynoJB. How the hell are you, Rhino?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Oh, doing good on a Saturday afternoon. This is 11 shows. You missed one because of WrestleMania, but man, we're getting better. Let's see if Memphis Wrestling's getting better. We have a show to review, but first, foremost, WTF we had this past week, and also Austin Lane. Remember all episodes Memphis in May. And coming this week, we have Lance Levine. My buddy Lance Levine has the record store. And on Tuesday, you will love this, Alan Steele stops by for 20 minutes for conversations. And then on Thursday, we review a WWE pay-per-view that happened in Memphis, Tennessee, and we answer, was it really that good? I'll have Gene Jackson and also Brian Thompson, who was there live. Put over your Twitch channel, man. What's going on?
Man, twitch.tv/RynoJB. I'm your host, Rhino J. Bizzle. I do it one time for the one time, hoping you'll do it a couple of times with me, which means Monday through Friday, you can come through 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, claim a wrestler, try to get your wrestler up the rankings to become a champion. And to know what more of that means, just make sure you join us Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/RynoJB.
And I've been in there a couple of times, and Rhino has a great time. I remember the first time I went in, I was floored at the interaction of the people that's there. I was floored. They were giving me free gifts and all kinds of stuff, and not familiar with Twitch. I've watched my middle girl on Twitch, but that's about it. All right, guys, let's get started. Like I said, all episodes Memphis in May. We're going to have everything's about Memphis. Subscribe to Patreon. I'm going to put it across the screen if you're watching us live. $3, guys. $3. Big prize giveaway. Big prize. Follow me on Twitter. We'll let you know everything. And we'll have a big announcement coming next weekend, something that Rhino and I are doing on his Twitch channel. It should be really fun. All right, hits. All right, Rhino, tell me what the hits were for you.
Now you tell me your hits this time. No, I'm just kidding.
My hits first.
Well, no,
right, here we go. So
you want to do it first?
Yeah, I'll do it. I really liked the Alan Steele interview in the sense that it was something different. I'm all about that. Okay. You sit the guys down in a different environment, and also the tone. Mm-hmm. See that I love, and I'm so weird when it comes to stuff like this, but I always love the heel that is just sitting there and is just promising you something. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And Alan also, he was mad about not being in the Cobra Cup. He let everybody know that. So I love that part about it. And then putting over Jerry Jarrett. He put it over without actually saying Jerry Jarrett's going to be there Monday night, blah, blah, blah. He said Jerry Jarrett's going to hand the belt over to the winner, and it's going to be, I love that kind of stuff. I love it that Danny B decided to be – I love that little chemistry, and I don't know whether it's good or bad between Action Jackson and Danny B's son there. But I love Danny B, where he reached out and grabbed a number. I like the King and Queen's new look. I thought it looked good. I love that stuff. And the chop block. Oh, God. The chop block from the Queen to Austin. And I know, I'm healing here, but that super kick at the end of that match, after the match, was really sweet. Sweet super kick from Derrick the King. All right, give me your hits. Give me your hits.
Right on the money from Derrick the King. For your boy, I got a few hits. When it comes to the hits, I guess I missed it, but I didn't realize that men and women are both allowed in the Grind City Rumble, even if I made a comment on it a week ago. I didn't realize. When I heard that here this week, I put it into perspective here. You have the men and the women both allowed to the Grind City Rumble. There was a comment that was made, and I can't remember who exactly was on screen at the moment, but the comment was made that she could be the first heritage champion. That blew my mind, especially as a WWE fan, where when it comes to a Rumble and a woman winning a men's championship, or what was perceived to be as such, that Intercontinental Championship with China, could we see a woman win the Heritage Championship for the first time ever? I mean, wow. In my mind, like, that is huge. So that was a real hit for me. Another hit for me, a little side jab, the love for Arkansas. Every week we got to mention the love for Arkansas. We got to make sure that we mention that, hey, look, Memphis loves Arkansas. Shout out to Maria Starr and all of her love for Arkansas, and Dustin, all of his love for Arkansas. We got to make sure that we remind Arkansas about that. That was a hit for me this week because it happened again. Also, another hit for me, the promos. I feel like the wrestlers are getting more comfortable with their position on screen, with what they're doing, who they're working with. I feel like we're starting to see more and more people gel together, and that we're starting to see more authenticness and not just trying to be something, but we're starting to see their own real selves suffused with these characters here with Championship Wrestling from Memphis. And right now, I'm loving the promos. I think it's kind of coming through the promos to see that. So I'm really, really enjoying that. Also, I've got to say, during that matchup, you mentioned it, with the Queen and King versus the Lanes there. One of the things that I love that was a hit for me was that Queen took the initiative to attack Austin Lane in that match. Austin Lane could have attacked Queen at one point in that match, but it was the woman taking the initiative and saying, hey, look, if you're not going to do it, I am. Which makes me feel like you never know what you might see here in Championship Wrestling, especially in the future. If it was the same scenario that happens again, would Austin Lane actually say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this attack, especially since we saw that super kick from Derrick King. Derrick King did not hesitate on the moment to say, hey, look, I'm going to lay this woman flat on her back. You're in these ropes. You're in this ring. You're in the ring with the king. And when you're in the ring with the king, you better expect a thing or two. And we saw a super kick out of this world. Shout out to Derrick King. That was good for me. Another hit, man, Big Swole, Justin Cole. And let me tell you why Big Swole, Justin Cole was a hit for me. When I was watching the show go down, when Mechlakov started the top rope challenge, I thought that Big Swole was going to start the thing. When I didn't see Big Swole, I said, all right, I guess Big Swole's not going to be a part of this one. Came out as the last one. It was a hit. And not only did he come out as the last one, he got the W. So for me, that is a hit for your boy.
All right. So we're going to talk about misses. Let me talk about my misses first here. Camera angle missing, some finishers, some moves that the Young Goats did. We've had 2 weeks of camera angles missing what's going on. They can fix that stuff. If you got 2 cameras, then you use the other view. I'm not sure how that's set up. Roberts from the Young Goats showed us something that he has some hesitation, and he hasn't had that. So I don't know what's going on with that. When the shoulders to the body in the corner, there was a delay. You can't, you got to go in, you got to give it. That finish on Chris Lex match, that was man, it was a screw up. So don't know what it was supposed to be. I assume we're supposed to go to the finish, but his shoulders were down, so we counted him 1, 2, 3. Which that's the way I trained my referees when I told them. But you're on TV, and sometimes you do something different. The super kick was beautiful, but if you're watching like I watch, Nikki got out of the ring, walked around the ring a little bit, and then decided to get back in the ring to take pretty much just to take the super kick, because I know what happened. She got out of the ring and said, oh shit, I'm supposed to be in the ring, so I take that super kick. So that was a snafu there for me, for Nikki, and we don't see stuff like that. Some people probably didn't even notice it, but I did. All right, tell me, what was your misses?
For me, it was that it was what Brandon Espinosa's, I think his name is, versus Chris Lex. It wasn't a 3 count. I'm not sure if it was even a 2.5. I'm pretty sure it was a 2.3. My man had his shoulder clearly up. The camera was right there.
I just looked at it. They said, is that the finish? The referee said, yeah. And I was like, what just happened? As we talked about last week, we we get on here at 1:00. We watch it one time. We don't rewind it and check. Right. And sometimes we miss stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, as you say that, sometimes we miss stuff. But this wasn't something that either one of us missed in this one. Right, I don't think anybody missed this one. It wasn't a 3 count. It just straight up wasn't a 3 count. And I don't want to see any other matches from any promotion, for that matter, not just from Championship Wrestling from Memphis, but I would hate to see that clearly this person's shoulders were up before the count of 3, way before the count of 3. And so that was a miss for me, the referee missing the count. I blame the referee. I don't blame anybody else but the referee. Referee, come on now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Another one for me, Mike Anthony versus Precious. I thought it was too quick. That matchup right there, it started with that Grind City Rumble. And what was it? Let me make sure that I get this right. Cassandra Golden told Precious, all right, well, you challenge the next person that comes against their number. Right, that person being Mike Anthony. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm watching this week after week. Precious is very slick, very, very cunning, can find a way to get a win or cry about not getting the win. Mike Anthony has gone to war already with a wrestler here in Championship Wrestling. And I thought that this match would have a little bit more to it. It's a miss for me because it didn't have that something more to it. It had exactly what I thought would happen, which is Mike Anthony getting a dominant victory over Precious. But I thought maybe, just maybe, there might be a twist. Maybe Cassandra Golden actually helps Precious, being that Precious has been the reason why Cassandra Golden and Triple R, Remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, haven't been getting W's. And maybe they would help Precious get the W, maybe. Or if there was something else, maybe Big Swole Justin Cole came out because he's at wars with Mike Anthony. But it went down the way, hey, look, if it was going to go down straight up the way that it should have, Mike Anthony getting a very dominant victory there.
Real quick. All right, MVP, what do you think? What do you think, Rhino?
MVP this week? Man, I think I am going to give it to Derrick King with the super kick to Nikki Lane there. My MVP this week, even every week, I'm wondering, okay, all right, what's happening next for my man Derrick King as he portrays the king of Championship Wrestling? I'm very interested.
I've had some strange Diana Taylor. People's like, Diana Taylor, what? You gave her MVP? I said, I love the 2 DDTs. I love the idea she's improving. So I'm giving the MVP this week to Meklikoff. Can you believe it? Yes.
Yeah,
I love that. I
can't believe it. He went ahead and made a top rope challenge. That's how confident he's feeling. I love it too.
The whole build up of him throwing guys over and them making. I said, I was talking to the wife at the time, and I actually said, look, they need to keep bringing people out. And I thought that's the way they were going to end it. They fooled me and ended it with Swole sending him over. But yeah, he gets a big pat on the back. I actually love the way they set that up. So them two guys are going to go at each other again. So what you looking forward to? And before, I want to make a quick statement here. I had people texting me. I had people actually putting in Facebook Messenger. They said, Hollywood Jimmy Blaylock was on that episode. Why didn't you say anything? Do you got heat with Jimmy? And everyone knows that I had a website once and Jimmy had a website. I don't have heat with Jimmy Blaylock, guys. But here's the Jimmy Blaylock character I like. I've liked it so far. I like it in limited. So he needs one wrestler. He doesn't need a stable, and he can do it. He can be a great manager. But no, we didn't. I didn't look over him. He was also on this week's version. And with Jimmy, we just had to sit back. I'll have to sit back and say, hey, did I like that run he had with who he's got, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. So there we go. I talked about Jimmy Blaylock. I hope everyone's excited. By the way, nice guy, super nice guy. I spent some time in a hospital a few years back, and he was one of the first people. Actually, he was the first person to call me and said, "Hey, BT, you okay?" So nothing personal against the guy. It's the character. So I like it in low doses. So what do you look forward to on next week's show?
Man, for next week,
Oh, it's got to be one thing, Rhino. It's got to be the Grind City Rumble. It's got to be the Rumble, brother.
It's the Rumble, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Championship Wrestling has done a good job of making me interested in people's careers within the company, past the Grind City Rumble, past that, because only one man can win that, or one woman can win that. Now that from what I heard here today, either a man or a woman could win that match. But I'm interested in a lot more past the Grind City Rumble. But I've got to say, yeah, you're right. Even with all that going on.
All right, I want to ask you something. I'm going to ask you something because I already said Grind City Rumble is what I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to ask you, if we're shoot here, do you know who won the belt? You know who won, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I was at the show.
We can't don't say anything. I still don't know. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for not telling me. I appreciate it. I
was at the show.
Big time. Yeah, that's right. All right. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me do mine again. I'm right in the middle, guys, on this because I seen a lot of stuff. We see so much improvement, and then we've had two shows that we went back to some hesitation. We had some missed camera moves. We had some miscues pretty much. Still Memphis wrestling, still enjoying the show. Love the finish. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm just getting so fired up about we get the Grind City, then we get the new look, and I'm real excited about the new look. But that is where we both talked about this. We talked about it here. We talk about it offline after we get done with the show. Sometimes on Patreon, we said 12 weeks. We want to see a different show after 12 weeks, and we're right there. We're going to be a brand new different show, a brand new setting, everything in 12 weeks. So I'm excited about that, week 13. So tell me, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I got to go with the thumbs up. For me personally, it's the continuance of seeing it evolve. It is getting better and better, and as you just said, we're going to be in a new setting, a new scene. And with the way that everything is happening, I think we are seeing the best for Championship Wrestling, not just with what we have, but what we have that can evolve into something better. Not just seeing some Brock Lesnar's, if you will, come and goes, but we're seeing some consistency within this production. And I think it's just going to continue to get better and better, especially within the new setting.
Right on. Big reminder, Alan Steele this Tuesday. We're going to ask him what he thinks are the hits, the misses, the MVP, what he looks forward to for coming weeks, and thumbs up or thumbs down for Memphis Championship Wrestling for the first 11 weeks. Austin Lane did for the 10 weeks, so go back and listen to that interview. Really fun interview. Also, remember, same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, and Rhino knows, I love my mom.
I love it too.
Dave Brown returns to Memphis Wrestling, courtesy of Pro Shingle, a professional roofing company. Join us Sunday, May 16th for a VIP experience with Dave Brown at our new Wrestle Center. Limited tickets are on sale now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.